Authorities of Jema District Hospital say they are yet to take delivery of chemicals to fight stench in the facility as bodies of Kintampo accident victims begin to rot. Residents around the hospital are complaining about strong stench emanating from the morgue, and morticians at the hospital say they are overwhelmed by the numbers as the bodies start to rot. So far, only 3 of the 31 persons who died have been identified. Let's get the latest from Adom FM correspondent Riafe Akenten, who joins us on the line. Hello, Riafe.
Hello, Jesse.
How bad is this situation? Give us a mental picture.
Well, fortunately, the thing has been able to manage a bit, and it has gone down because there's some few minutes ago, the hospital was able to provide the mortuary staff with some chemicals which they've used in their process, and for that matter, that thing actually has come down for now.
But there's still, so out of 31 bodies, we're told that only 3, have been identified. So we're still looking at about 28. Have more bodies been identified and collected so far?
So far, the story is not so different. We still have about 26 unidentified bodies. Only 5 of the family members have been able to come to identify bodies of their relatives. Like we earlier on indicated, the bus driver, the Boko bus driver, he was identified, and the body was taken for burial yesterday. This morning, one of the girls, one of the pregnant women who survived the accident also had a daughter, a girl, of course, among those cars. And this morning they took the body for burial. So it means they've taken only 2 away, leaving the rest. But there are other 3 that families have been able to identify them, but they've not taken the bodies away yet.
You mentioned that the hospital had ordered for the chemicals to fight the stench. You say that the stench has gone down, but does it mean the hospital has taken delivery of the chemicals they ordered?
Exactly. They done so, and that is what has helped the situation for now. Is done that they've taken delivery of such chemicals, and they sprinkled it around, and now the stench
has
gone down considerably.
Okay. But what are authorities thinking of doing with the number of bodies they have now on their hands that have not been claimed?
Yesterday, the Kintampo Municipal Security Committee, the MUSEC met, and the decision that they took, as the MCE told us, and we've heard that one already, is that they are giving about 2 weeks grace period for families to come and identify the bodies. Other than that, they may have any options than to do mass burial.
Riafe, thank you very much for that update. Riafe Akenten is with our sister station Adom FM, giving us an update on the Kintampo accident that claimed over 30 lives. We're told that the bodies are getting rotten, and it's creating a stench, an unbearable stench for workers there. We're told that it's gone down a bit, but the Kintampo Tamale Road specifically has been tagged as one of Ghana's most dangerous roads, as thousands of lives have been lost on that stretch alone. Well, just in case you may have forgotten, listen to this report that reminds us all of the gory accidents that have occurred on that particular stretch.
She lost her husband and her only child in a gory accident that claimed over 70 lives on the Kintampo Tamale Road on the 22nd of March, 2019.
Mrs. Kanono, Nikunu neba wedi 3 years, and then Nikunu kamu to 2 years. 3 years.
But that was not the only accident that shook the nation. On February 17, 2016, 53 people died when a Metro Mass bus and a truck rammed into each other along the same stretch. More than 30 people sustained various degrees of injury. Then on April 16, 2018, 4 people were reported dead in another accident there. In September 2019, another horrific accident occurred. This time, 8 people were killed, many more injured. In the year 2018, the National Road Safety Commission, now an authority, labeled the Kintampo Tamale stretch one of the 13 most dangerous highways in Ghana. The report revealed that between 2004 and 2011, that stretch alone had recorded 939 road crashes with 2,523 casualties. The Kintampo Tamale Highway has been described by many as a death trap, and it's evident when you drive along the stretch, lined with mangled vehicles.
Holy Ghost fire!
Some passengers praying to God before a bus sets off. But it appears most of these accidents are not what they are thought to be. They are actually acts of men.
Holy Ghost fire!
So exactly a year ago, after over 70 people died from a road crash on that stretch, President Akufo-Addo gave out a charge to the agencies involved. We'll bring you that shortly. But first, even before the president spoke, there was an action plan in 2018 to deal with road accidents. Now, here is that action plan. And I'll tell you what it says. It says, following the upsurge in road accidents, the President, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, set up a 3-man committee comprising the Ministers of Interior, Transport and Roads to develop a plan to help curb the menace. The President, after receiving and reviewing the committee's report, has granted executive approval for its immediate implementation. Now, it goes down and then it talks to you about the plan. What was the plan? Education, enforcement. Now, under education, the plan was to resource the National Road Safety Commission, which is now an authority, being given more powers. So definitely a bigger budget to deal with this problem. Has that happened? We don't know. Enforcement of road traffic laws by the police through spot fines by automation of MTTD operations. Well, if you apply any road in this country, you know that this has not happened. Partner under enforcement to partner with private towing companies and Nationwide Traffic Management and Enforcement Limited to vigorously enforce regulations. Has that happened? No. Engineering to resource the Ghana Highway Authority, Department of Urban Roads and Department of Feeder Roads with at least 335 million a year to provide signage and road markings for road over a 3-year period. Now, who is doing the monitoring to find out if that has been done and whether or not it is achieving the purpose for which we invested 335 million cedis? Now, finally, it says at that meeting held, the committee tasked the Ghana Police Service, Road Safety Commission and other road sector agencies to immediately commence the enforcement of the action plan as approved by the President. The public is hereby admonished to cooperate. Like I said, if you look at the list there, most of the things have not been done. Listen to the charge that the President gave Roads Ministry, the police and other agencies in reference to that action plan in 2008. Listen from the President himself.
We've all heard of the horrific accident that took place in the early hours of this morning at Amoma Nkwanta in the Kintampo South District of the Bono region, claiming over 70 lives. My sympathies and condolences go to all the families and loved ones of the deceased. May the Almighty grant their souls peaceful rest. Last year, I set up an interministerial committee composed of the Minister for the Interior, the Minister for Roads and Highways, and the Minister for Transport to examine and propose measures to deal with the increased rate of road accidents in the country. The committee has concluded its work and has made recommendations for the consideration of the Police Council. As the police is the institution charged with the regulation of traffic on our roads, it is my hope that the recommendations will be speedily acted upon and outlawed as soon as possible. As we can all see, the issue is urgent.